you wrote an article piecing together thoughts from a long off season. Let's kind of go through that. So the first 2 points, cornerback depth has worked itself out, and what does the lack of urgency to upgrade the linebacking position mean? So take us through those two as you wrote that article.
Yeah, so speaking about the cornerbacks, I think it was pretty obvious. Greg Newsome wasn't happy playing in the slot, exclusively in the slot. And we can say all we want about him being committed to Cleveland, and I believe that he is. But there's a reason he changed agents, and there's a reason Drew Rosenhaus was in Cleveland for that one little meeting that they had. That wasn't coincidence. Drew Rosenhaus wasn't just perusing the building. He's been there a million times before. So, but again, with the shifted defensive scheme, and with Denzel Ward kind of saying in press conferences like, "Oh, I'm going to be in the nickel a lot more as well." So, I think they've kind of worked it out where it felt like if Newsome's not in the slot, what does that mean for the depth then? And they don't have a nickel. You know, Martin Emerson is long, but that doesn't, and he's physical, but that doesn't necessarily lean itself towards playing in the slot. You got to be twitchy. You got to play inside. You got to be outside. So you kind of have to have more fluid hips. So it left a lot of us. It left me saying like, well, this has got to play itself out one way or the other if you have three guys who all want to play outside. But with Newsome still playing some reps in the slot, but with the Browns deciding we're going to match based on personnel across the ball from us, and Ward's going to go inside. Emerson's still going to see the field plenty. Newsome's still going to see the field plenty. So it's kind of worked itself out based off of scheme change and based off of tendencies to match inside rather than just saying you are the nickel in nickel packages, you are the outside guy in outside package. Like, they're both going to be in there, and so and that's going to get Emerson on the field plenty. So there's no need to do anything, because when the Jerry Jeudy stuff was going on as well, it's like, oh, you got to trade Newsome, you got to trade Emerson to get Jerry Jeudy, but now it's just like we're going to keep all three, and they're all three going to see the field plenty.
What about the linebacker? They didn't really address that. What do you think that says?
Yeah, I think it says that they believe that an improved defensive front will keep the linebackers cleaner, or that they believe that Anthony Walker truly was playing at a high level, which he was, but for 3 weeks before his injury, or that they believe in Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, which they should. He's displayed that he can be plenty explosive. Can he play 17 games? That's still a question, but he's definitely their best linebacker in coverage. He's definitely the most explosive linebacker. He's shown some unbelievable moves to get off blocks and to keep himself clean from blocks. But I do think it really just does say, you know what, we're just going to re-sign Walker, we're going to re-sign Takitaki, and we're going to run it back. I think that says more about the defensive line than the status of the linebacker room. I think it's a risky move because I do think that the linebacker room is now probably your weakest spot on the roster. But again, Anthony Walker, can he stay healthy? Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, can he stay healthy? Sione Takitaki, when he gets back, can he stay healthy? Jacob Phillips, can he stay healthy? The answer was no to all four of those guys a year ago. But I think it says a lot that they might believe in their depth as well. Again, Tony Fields, the second started when Sione Takitaki went down. Sione Takitaki kicked into Mike and started at Mike when Anthony Walker Jr. and Jacob Phillips went down. So, and he played well. I think Sione Takitaki was playing the best football of his career at that point. So I think it says that they think they have the depth, and the young guys they have seen enough that they believe in that if they have to see the field, which again, Fields is going to have to, because I don't think Takitaki is going to be healthy at the start of the season. They think that they can run with that.
Yeah, and they're going to use a lot of 2 linebacker and 3 safety sets as well.